Today's kind of the first day I don't really feel like saying anything, or I feel like I have nothing to say, which is quite unlike me. I'm wondering if it's from so many days in a row from taking Seroquel. Or it could also be that today I spent some time typing up some stuff on the computer to say goodbye to my job that I left. So that might have been a little bit exhausting as well. Plus I did a few body weight squats and maybe I tired myself out a little, even though I didn't do very many. I'm not very strong, so I'm not sure what it is. And this morning I drove to my naturopath to get this kit, and it's a urine test, and it's organic acids test. And there's other tests that can be done with this sample as well, but I think the one he suggested I do is organic acids. And it has to be done when I'm in extreme distress. And so after I had this recent event of distress, I emailed him and asked him about this test. I think it's about $1,000, but the kit is free from him. So I guess I wait till next time, which could take up to 8 months before I'm in that extreme distress. So now, not only do I have to remember about my SAP strap and getting myself to a safe place to experience the inner turmoil and just sort of surrender and wait it out, I have to remember to utilize this sample kit and send it away. And I'm not sure exactly what it tests for, but certain metabolites could indicate what is going on for me metabolically when I'm in extreme distress. And that could be helpful in having some sort of individualized nutrition or supplement or vitamin or treatment protocol of some kind. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. And I didn't get to talk to him today. So now at least I have this for next time, and I can decide if I want to do it and pay the money to get that test done and the information. Had I had this kit before, I might have been able to do it this time, but I didn't have the kit. So now at least I have the kit. So I went and I did that, which was something that got me outside, and it was something planning for the future to try to figure out possibly how to prevent this from happening, besides the lifestyle changes I'm going to make. So hopefully I never need this, because I never get in that kind of distress again, but I likely will. So I picked up this kit, so that's for next time. And then I spent time doing those documents, and it was quite a few hours on the computer, and I just sort of felt like tired from the computer. And I was noticing that in my iCal, a lot of the tasks that I have to do are computer-based tasks. And then some of them are doing things around the house, and then some are actually going out and seeing people. But I feel like I need more tasks that are actions in reality instead of just fiddling around with files in a computer. So hopefully in the next couple of days I can get some of the computer tasks done and then work towards being outside more and also tidying up my place before I leave. Another thing I didn't mention, but when I saw my doctor the other day, it almost sounds like at some point she might be willing to change my diagnosis from bipolar disorder to PTSD. Right now I have bipolar disorder diagnosis as well as PTSD, but it almost sounded like she just might get rid of the bipolar disorder diagnosis, though it's probably a little bit too soon for that. It would be nice to be able to be off lithium and then have it changed. But I'm going to have to do a lot of work on my lifestyle as well as nutrition and processing some things. And I actually watched the movie documentary Crazy Wise yesterday because I got a link for a sneak peek because I contributed to the campaign for fundraising, and I won't say anything about it because it's too early to say anything, even though I'm not gonna publish this at all until probably long after it's out anyway. And I'll just say it was pretty good. They made some really good points. I wish they could have had even more, but I guess there's only so much you can put into a certain length of film. I've talked about this stuff for hours upon hours upon hours, and it would be very hard to make a documentary and select exactly what to put in to illustrate the stories that were being outlined. So it was good. I've been soaking my feet in Epsom salts. I don't have a bathtub, so I've just been using a cooler actually. And I do that at night before bed, and it maybe is helping a little bit because I've slept better the last 2 nights. I'm hoping on Wednesday to try to go to sleep without Seroquel, because I don't like to take it for more than 2 weeks. I guess this is what happens to my brain after 10 days on Seroquel. Which could be a nice reprieve, but it's not something I would want to experience on a daily basis. I couldn't imagine being on this stuff all the time. I need to decide how I'm getting to California, and I need to clean my car and get some travel insurance. There's just a bunch of things that I need to do after I get this computer stuff done. I'm not really liking being alone right now, and I'm not really liking nighttime. Just, it's kind of creepy. I'm ready for the days to be longer. This is the most uninteresting I've felt in a long time. Probably since I was on Seroquel before, when they over-medicated me last year. And I'm not even over-medicated right now, but I'm on that extra med. But like I said, it could be good in order to just not think beyond much of anything right now. So it might be a good test for me to see how fast my brain comes back to actually thinking a little bit beyond numbness. If I have to take it all the way up until I get to California, I think that's okay too. My brain does bounce back. I don't really believe in permanent brain damage induced by medication, but it can perhaps have tougher withdrawal effects if I stay on it longer. The longer I stay on it, the more likely I am to have some sort of dependency to it, which would cause more suffering coming off of it, which sort of negates some of the benefit of being on it to reduce suffering if it's going to cause more to come off of it. So we'll see how it goes. In the spirit of uninterestingness, I will sign off, and perhaps tomorrow won't be any more interesting than today. If it's not, I might just skip the video. Like I said, this next part is more about embodiment than really making so many abstractions about things. So I gotta get at my to-do lists, which is also another good reason not to make too many videos. Trying to get prepared to go away for a little while.